to listen to him before we now summarize. As you are going home, you are going with something. Am I communicating?
Yes, ma'am.
What did you tell him?
A round of applause for Mama. I believe that many of you are seeing me for the first time.
Yes.
Okay, but I want to tell you guys that I was once like you, seated and looking up. Mommy here, Mrs. Oreku, the principal of this very prestigious school, was once a teacher to me, and still a teacher. Like, I started from primary 4 in this school. Through the secondary, still went to secondary school in King of Glory and took my WAEC here as well. But definitely, like, my being here is not just to tell you a story or maybe tell you what you've not heard. What I'm about to say, many of you have heard it before. But the one important thing is, what do you take home after hearing a whole lot of things, maybe in the church, in school, and many other places you are? So, with that being said, as she said, my name is Okeke Uchechukwu Henry, or you can call me Uche God. Like, my business name is Uche God Multimedia. Like she said, multimedia, Uche God Multimedia, like she said. We are into photography, cinematography, do life coach, and had BSc in statistics. So I all started like you. That's why I'm in my NYSC way. Like, to tell you that if you are under height, that you can still get to this very height. Very important. Okay, today, I would want to start with a question. How many of you would aspire to wear this clothes sooner or later? Okay. A whole lot of you. A whole lot of you. Okay, one house, please. One house, please. Let's not take our time. Let's not take our time. One house. Okay, like approximately half of the class, more than half, wants to go to university, graduate, and be a working class person, right? Okay. I've gone through that process. What did I say? I've gone through that process. And maybe before you start thinking otherwise or many other things, I'm just here to tell you about one thing. What am I here to tell you about life after school? Either life after secondary school or life after university. Either life after what? Secondary school or life after university. But maybe I should start with my story to maybe flow with you guys. Please, I would want you to listen. I would want you to listen. Many of you here, this will be a defining moment in your life. In Jesus' name. It will be what? A defining moment. And your decision today determines your what? Your destiny. Your decision determines your destiny. So, I started just like you. Went to primary school, went to secondary school, was aspiring to go to university. My parents were not buoyant enough to like take me through the process. Okay, I asked myself, what will I do? That was a question. And in life, you ask quality questions to take yourself to the next level. The question you ask today determines your what tomorrow, because your brain is always willing to answer you. When you are in a problem and you be like, what should I do to come out of this? Your brain, after some times, will be bringing many auto suggestions. But I don't want to go there. I just want to start with my story so that maybe I know you guys just came out from class, from exams, and might have been stressed, but I'll just take few of your time. So I wanted to go to university, no money, Nigeria, everybody they complain, money no day. Okay, I asked myself, what will I do? How do I do this? I started to think of what to do next. Thinking of what to do next, I was confused. Should I go and work for one job? Should I go and do this one? Should I go and do this one? Now, in the maze of my thinking, in the maze of my maybe trying to know what to do next, God gave me an idea. It was not my idea. Definitely, it was Him that told me about myself, like, this is you. So what He made me observe about myself, I was good in drawing. The first money I made when I was like you guys, like, was from drawing. Those times we used to have big carbon sheet. I would draw skeleton, and my seatmates like you would pay me. I would draw for them. Biology, we draw projects, we construct projects, art class, and many other things. They would pay me money. Then I was thinking about what to do. I remembered of that I was good in artists, like drawing. I was good in artists. Now I was now thinking of the modern way to utilize that artistry skills. Photography came to my mind. That photography came to my mind on a revival service in the church. That is, every process, like your success story, you must not neglect God. Your success story starts with God. No matter how you want to see it, it is only God. They said the gift of God is the blessings of God. What is without what sorrow? It's God that will give you a blessing that will not add much sorrow to your life, that you will see a life of peace. That's the difference between those people that were rich through genuine means and those people that made it through other means. Peace is very, very important. Okay, but back to my story. I now thought of being a photographer. Okay, how do I do it? I don't have money to buy a camera. I don't have the training and all that. But I knew somebody. That is the process of life. The people you know. I knew somebody that was into phone gadgets. He was repairing phone, and he has a camera in our church too. But he just do passport and many other things. So I met him up, like, bro, help me with your camera. I want to start photography. Like, he told me, okay, you want to start photography? Fine. He gave me the camera. I started. You might think I started and became a professional. No. I started to make mistakes on it, taking pictures, because there was no money to pay for someone to train me. I don't have money to pay for someone to train me. I started from snapping. Like, end of the year party, I will snap somebody. The person will be like cartoon. They'll laugh, and many other things. Some persons were like, Omo, give me back my money. I give them back their money. Now, in the process, I started to try to develop myself, that I can't just get better this way. But there was nobody to train me. I went online and started browsing about how to become a better photographer, many other things. And on the process, I began to improve on myself. From there, I got a laptop. From there, I got many other things I needed. Now the story. That photography was my source through school. That photography was my source through school. You guys might not know what it means, but you will know what it means to go through university, like the money you pay, the tuitions, the fees, and the many other things when there is no one supporting you. I have my first studio was at Mbo here, our line bus stop, Uche God Multimedia Studio at Piccadilly. That very studio, I will go from Oka, like, because I schooled in Unizik. So my aim, like, I looked for admission. 2013 was when I graduated from here, from WAEC. 2013, I took JAM that same year. That 2013, I took WAEC, I took JAM. But I didn't pass my post-UTME. So I said to myself, since there is no money, I would have to what? Prepare myself, maybe save up. On the process, I said 2014, I'll just do business, I'll save up enough money. Because I observed it was the will of God for me to go to school. Because merely looking at me, I know for enter there. I'll just go and do normal business. On the people who do business, make money. Diego, Batego, that kind of thing. But there was this thing about me that, just like my name, Uchechukwu, my mom will always tell me there is a predicament behind your bed. I never took pills when I was, when I conceived you, from the first month to the 9th month, I never took pills. She gave birth to me in a church for free. They did not collect money when she delivered me because it was a church maternity. So those things she kept telling me was recording at the back of my mind. So on the process, I observed that I'm not alone. I can't just do this alone. There was nobody, but there was God there for me. In the midst of nobody, God is always there, and God is in you. There was that time when we were like you, we were saying there was this, mommy will remember, God is a spirit, you cannot see him, but he's everywhere, they tell us. Those times we don't understand that, but as you grow, as you advance, you will understand that God is in you. If you what? Listen to your goodwill. If you listen to your goodwill. Okay, fast forward, I went through school. Going to school, it was not easy. It was really not easy. Many handouts to buy, many fees to pay. Please, I want you to, audience, like, be attentive to this. Many bills to pay. Now at a time I was, man, this is too much. But I still believe God, because it was the what? Will of God. That's why whatever thing you do, what? Seek God. They said, Proverbs says, in all your way acknowledge him, and he will what? Make straight your path. This life is not straight. This life is like this. This life you see, zigzag. But with God, he will what? Align those lines. It will not be straight overnight, though. You must follow. You must be willing to what? Follow God's way, God's way, God's way, God's way. So throughout those things, it was challenging, but God helped me. Through my photography, I was doing business, schooling. Even in school, they knew me. Uche God, photographer, this one, that one. Departments, they will call me, I will take pictures. Even our HOD paid me for enlargement. I used the money I made from one frame enlargement to pay for my school fees, one semester school fees. So it was God giving me that word source to sustain myself through school. Because that was his will for me. So fast forward, I graduated. But there was this striking thing that happened during our 300 level. You know, most courses that are 4 years, during 300 level, you'll be going for your IT. So during that IT, we went. Now, when we came back to 400 level, we are at the edge of what's coming out, just like you now. You are at the edge. You are standing at the edge. And this is the word. You are standing at the edge of the table to jump down from what? Secondary school. That was at that mode where we are at 400 level. Statistics in the university. Then I saw fear in many of my friends. Now, what was the fear? What will I do after school? Even in that 400 level, there were courses that was very, very, if you know statistics, it's like mathematics. summation f of s dx. Before you know, board don't full. So many people we are like confused. I'm not sure I should be here. In 300, 400 level, you are saying you are not sure you should be here. It's not a laughing thing. Like, listen. One house, please. One house. Like those, they were like, I'm not sure that I don't know if I will be what here. But we were already in 400 level, just like you wanting to what? Pass out and become a working class graduate. Nigeria. Working class graduate. Everybody, the way we fantasize about school, higher institution, once you go, you come out, you blow. No be so. So that's why you need to what? Plan yourself. But let me just finish my story before I give you a pitch deck. Now, during that 400 level, many persons were confused, like, should I be here? Why am I here? Okay, what will I do with this thing after school? Just like the mathematics they are teaching you now. Just think about it. Like, many of them thought, like, how will I make money with this thing? Because everybody is looking for a better life. And the better life we all perceive is finish school, get work, get paid, and live big. Well done. You will get there. So, now in that their confusion, a burden was dropped in me to what? Tell the teenagers life after school, or how to make your decision at this level. Because the decision you make today determines your what? Tomorrow. Decision decide destiny. Whether conscious or unconscious decision. Most decision people make are what? Unconscious. Maybe, what's your name? Onyinye and Chinaza. Maybe Onyinye and Chinaza are two friends. Now Onyinye knows that she is good in what? Science. And Chinaza is still worrying. Don't use this against anybody after this. It's just an example to make you understand. Now, maybe Chinaza don't know if she should join science or art. But because Onyinye is her best friend and she's in science, she will what? Join Onyinye. She don't join science, she join Onyinye in the actual sense. Many of us has made that mistake. It's not a laughing thing. It's not a laughing thing. Many of us has done what? Has made that mistake. So that was like some persons in my department, that was their kind of life. They were, I'm here, but I will pass out. But after I pass out, wait till I go use this thing, what? Do. How will I make myself better with this? So on that process, this thing now we are doing came to mind, that teenagers, you need to be sensitized. You need to be what? Guided on how to what? Plan your life. On how to plan your life. If you have read the world stories, Beyonce, most of these top people, you know, they became, maybe they came to the limelight. They came to the limelight. Let me use the word you people normally use, popular. They became popular through what they do. But there is something that we are doing that we are not doing. Like down there, like the wife, they look at their children, they guide them. They observe their children. Okay, you are good in this. At the age of 8, 9, they will enroll. They know you have a good voice. At the age of 9, they will enroll you in what? Singing school and start there to groom you. Before you know, the person coming out 15, 20, the person is at what? Limelight. Becoming popular, going to shows and all that. Not that our parents have not done good works. Like, not that our parents is not doing the what? The good. They are trying the best to the best of their what? Knowledge. But I'm here to give you a knowledge that might be mixing in some certain sphere. When you plant yam, you need to what? Keep a stick. A stick. Now the yam will go what? On top. But whichever yam that don't go on that tree will what? Die. It will die. It will not. If other yam are what? Very big. That one that did not go on that stick will what? Will be small. And that is the mystery of life. You need to what? Be guided. You need to be guided. You need to be what? guided. So with that being said, I would want you to what? Think upon that when you go home. Your head might be full now, but think about it when you what? Go home. Just think about it when you go home and ask yourself the right questions. And I believe with the help of God, you will what? Get the right answer and know your next steps after what? Today. Thank you very much. With that being said, one house please. Yes, I'm done.